Hey, good morning, team. It's Friday. I wanted to make a pre-weekend video because I'm not going to be in town this weekend. I'm going out of town for a wedding, so I wanted to leave you with this one and send you some. Well, I've been sending you the stocks in my hot watch list, and we'll go over those. Those are the ones that I'm kind of like focusing on. I'm not adding anything to those, so you have those in the group chat. Um, so, kind of let's go over what's going on here real quick. Um, Obviously, we know what the Fed did. They're extremely hawkish. So what did the market do? It just puked, and then we have a continuation today. We're definitely oversold, but guys, we can be more oversold. So don't try to be a hero and step in for a bounce until you see it. Go to a lower time frame and look for the bounce. We're below all the moving averages. This is the fastest one, the 9, the 21, 34, 55, 89. It's all Fibonacci numbers. So everything is on a downtrend. We're turning red. The momentum is just strong to the downside. There is there's no way to step into this. We're not going to see a rally sustain to get back up to these numbers here for a while. So just stay out of any long term trades you might have that are not working because it's going to be a while before anything bounces here. Today the futures are down right now. Let me see. Yeah, the futures are down right now. What 160 points. It just continues to go. Just lower. So there's no there's no end in sight here. So don't step into this. I made some good money a couple of days ago, and then yesterday I kind of was very flat to a slightly downside by 1.5%. Took some stops. So I'm gonna go over the ones that I'm looking into, kind of like my hot list. These are the ones that I want to maintain focus. So when we do get a bounce or we do start turning around, these are the ones that are relatively holding up pretty well, and these are all the ones that I gave you. So don't miss the opportunity once you see a bounce off a particular moving average and so forth. So let me go through them real quick. CALX. Again, this one, it came down to a 21, and it kind of this is called a hammer candle. This right here is a hammer candle. When you have a low wick and then it ends up at the top part of the day, that is a very bullish sign. Again, now the market it's scrappy, so it's going to push everything down. But within, what I'm saying is relative to the market, this is holding up pretty well. It's pretty much been going sideways, where the market's been going downwards. So, I have a small position in this one. I'm kind of letting it. I have this trend line here. If it breaks this trend line here, I'm going to consider, stopping out. The 34 is kind of like my line in the sand. I'm not even going to let it go down to the 50. This is basically a two-way TR scenario. So kind of trailing it along the way to see where kind of like, you know, you cry uncle and you say, okay, this is not definitely not working and it's broken. So right now, I'm liking this one for to the upside. All these are to the upside. Again, once they set up, or I'm holding enough for them with a small loss, no more than 3%, unless I see a clear break of either 34 if they're above it, or the 50. This is the 55 because um, if they break it, if they're above it. So what's the other one? Okay, UAL. What I have on this one, I did a strangle. Remember, so this isn't necessarily like a long side play. I did a strangle where I sold the 40 and I have I think the 30, 31, 32. So this is still working. This is still within that side. I already closed the top side for a profit. And I'm just waiting for like a little bit of bounce right here to maybe the $35 or so. And I have a limit order to this is I'm buying it back because I have sold here. So to close this out for a profit on the downside. Um, Crocs. Crocs just fell hard again. Interest rates scenario increasing. It's hard for retailers. So what I did on Crocs is I sold the 65 when it was at around 70. So it's kind of coming close to my strike, but I got about 5.5 points on it. So I really have a 60 somewhere down here. I have a 60 cost basis. So I still have a little bit of room. I saw I put credit spread, so I got some premium. So this is still, I mean, the 8 is crossing over 21, so definitely this is not a bullish sign at all. But again, the market is just going to take it down. Any little sideways action or little bounce on this, my 60s are going to hold up fine. I have a month until October, so I'm still holding on to this one. Again, taking heat on paper, but the reality is I'm still fine because I would own this at 60, and it's currently at 68. So I still have 67 is going to open up at probably. So let's say I have 7 points still to go, plus I received 5. So that's another 12 points. So that's another 5 points. So I really have the 55. It's really my call. Like I will be losing money below 55. Okay. So just so you understand how a put credit spread will work. SUPN. I'm just straight up long this one. Again, I took advantage. I took opportunity of this down. I saw this little bounce off the 50, and it came back up again. I jumped on it. I'm not profitable on this one either. I'm pretty flat. I'm not profitable I'm profitable on a couple of them, but all of my whole portfolio right now is flat. But I made a lot of money last this week up to today, and all the up and downs. Well, I've been telling you guys the interest that I've had and what I'm getting out at. So I'm pretty much. I don't have a cushion, but I don't want the week to turn into a negative week. But I'm just seeing relative strength in some of these stocks, so I'm kind of holding on to a little bit. Again, momentum is going down a little bit. It's breaking down, all thes support, just slice right through it. But I like that it held the 55 right here. So I'm kind of giving a little bit of chance. I'm gonna let it get down to another point and a half or so. I guess anywhere below 31.50 might be line in the sand for me. Right now, I'm still holding on to this one. Again, any little like just bounce in the market, these are the ones that are gonna be leading. Hog, same concept. I saw it bounce right here. We go to like a lower time frame. Do a 39. See when I saw this right here, just a little bounce up here. Give you the hourly right here. Okay, just they're not going down as fast as the market. So I like how it kind of held right there. The low of the day is 38.60. So just off the lows. Again, I'm probably gonna give it. I might give it over here. I might take half here and then half over here. Below these key support levels. We'll see. But again, it's holding relatively above the zero line on the momentum on the squeeze here. So like I mean, I'm liking the non extremely bearish movement while the market just completely collapsed. That's kind of what I'm looking. I'm looking for relative strength. XYL. This one kind of broke through a little bit. I had this one when it was up here. This is my line in the sand right here. Anything below 90, I'm kind of like gonna throw in the towel. Have a 3% loss. It's not a big deal. These are going to be at the most between 3 and 5% at the most. I've made between 9 and 14% on my longs straight up, and then on my credit spreads, I made between 80 and between 75 and 85%. So my ratios are still going to be good. I don't want to take a loser in this, but you got to have a line in the sand, and the line in the sand is below this little wick right here. So I would say somewhere 89, 49, something like that. By the end of the day, I'm closing it out. VC again. It's within the box. It's within the box of when the squeeze started. The squeeze is basically when it's going sideways and then takes off after a while. So again, came back down to that area, 3 strong days in a row of down movement. It's still, holding within the pattern of, the EMAs are stacked. In other words, one is on top of the other. So again, the action's not looking good. I got a sell signal here on the breakout. Obviously, didn't take off from here. This, I'm gonna kind of do this line right here. Give me an alert when it breaks this little box here. On the downside, let me see, do a trend line here. Give me an alert when it breaks down, when it breaks to here. So again, my line in the sand is probably going to be right here, about 114 or so, giving a little bit more room. This one, I like the way it's kind of gone sideways where the market's been down. Where's the other one? LVS, again, these are all kind of doing the same thing, but I noticed here where yesterday it came down to the same level here, this little 2 ATR. It came down to it here and it bounced and it took off. It came back down here and it bounced. So I got off. I got in it once it cleared this little range right here. So I'm in it around 35, like 40 something. I'm a little bit down. It's going to be down 34 something. So it's going to be 34.50. Let me see, 34.40, 34.50. It looks like pre-market right now. So it's going to be somewhere around here. So it's going to break that. But again, I'm not doing anything for the first hour of the day. I'm going to let the thing settle. Where's my line in the sand here? Probably going to be down here where this kind of breakout here was relevant. If it kind of comes back in here, like maybe this, like right there, like 33.28 around there, that might be my line in the sand. Again, I have a called debit spread on this, so I have a little bit of a wiggle room. Tesla, again, the market just kind of has been taking it down. It's a beast. It kind of, went from all the way from, 266 to like 312 around there. So it's been it has made a great move. It's just exhausted. It's taking a break. There's nothing wrong with that. It's holding the 50. I currently have the 250 short puts. So I'm way down here. So on paper, on my portfolio, yes, this is down because I sold it at 250 when it was 290 something. Now it's lower. So on paper, but realistically, I got about 4.5 points on this. So I had the 240. Really, my cost is 245. So anything below 245, I will start to lose money on Tesla. I have 7 contracts of the put credit spreads at 250 and the 230 put credit spreads. So I have some money. So I have some credit here. I have it here to buy back 3 of them. I keep 4. And then I'm sorry, I have them up here. If Tesla rallies, I have them the 7 to close up here, and I'm adding to it. If Tesla comes down, I'm adding to it to receive more premium if it comes down to this level for a day trade, just for not for day trade, only today, a day order. I'm not letting it go to the weekend. RJF, another one. Same. See the theme here? All these stocks are nice, trending higher. They kind of, revert back to the mean. They kind of take a little break, but they're holding. So I have this one. My line in the sand is probably going to be somewhere around here, around 101. So again, I'm just letting it do its thing. It's not broken yet. I have no issue with this right now. This one, the same thing. You notice they're all kind of going sideways. They're kind of coming back again. The markets the last 2 days have gone really, really hard to the downside. So it's taking everything with it. But relatively, these are holding up pretty good. So my line in the sand is probably going to be somewhere around here, about the 72, 88, 72, 68 range, around there. Pre-market, it's you can't tell. So somewhere around here might be something where like I might consider taking it off. Again, it's holding up to 34. What else here? I got a few more I gotta go over with you guys. This one is pretty good here. This one actually it's one that I'm actually profitable on. I bought it when I saw this little bounce here. See the little hammer candle here, another little hammer candle here, and it went up. Let me see if I looking for a hammer candle on the downside. Here you see little you go down, you have a little hammer candle, you take off. You go down here, little bit of an indecision, not really a true hammer candle. This is more of a kind of hammer-ish, and then you take off, this one, take off, this one, take off. So this is indecision right here, but on the positive side, 21 bounce. I got in right here. I'm holding this. I like it. It's within the box. It's going sideways. The stock is not broken. When is it broken? Somewhere down here, somewhere down here. Let me start taking some off, down here, that kind of things. You kind of play it by ear. I have this alert here at 221 to kind of, get me out of at least 50% of the position. So again, I'm liking the way it's holding up right now. And I have a limit order to sell, get out of one of my debit call spreads up here at 235. So let me give myself a little trend line here to kind of give me an alert if it kind of breaks up. So I have an alert here. If you kind of get a little movement, I might start raising my stops a little bit. This one, same thing, holding the 50, going sideways. Let me see here if I could do my little box right here. It's kind of where it's been living. Right here, it's been living in this little box right here. So anything above the box is good, everything below the box is bad. So that's kind of how I'm gonna trade this, which will be, breaking the 50 coincides with that. Maybe I'm gonna stop out somewhere around 80, below 90. We'll see how it goes. But again, I'm not doing anything the first hour of the day. We might gap down and, throughout the day, pull back a little bit. And if we continue, then things will get hit and, take a nice little, 3.5% loss and move on with my weekend. No big deal. This is the other one, FRME. I'm liking this one here. Again, same thing. Got a nice little upside. Come back to the mean, to the 21. Get the bounce off. I got in. Let me see. Let me do a little box right here. This one over here, 38. Yeah. Let me do a little box right here. Kind of keep myself visually where this has been going. So, anything within this box is the stock is not broken. That's kind of how I look at it. And then anything below here, I might start looking to start taking things off. This is another one. Again, look at this trend, guys. This is beautiful. The market's been down like crazy the last 2 days. This thing has held up extremely, extremely strong. I mean, not even down to the 21. So I picked up some here when it broke down to the 8, and it kind of held it. I have an alert here if it breaks the 21 to start scaling out. But again, this is a strong stock. And I have an order here that if we go back to up to 41 or so, I might start taking some of my calls off. PLL made really good money on this one. When it broke out of the box here, I took some money out. It came back all the way down to the 34. Still relative within the box. So I got back in it yesterday. I mentioned to you guys. So where's my stop? Somewhere down here is kind of like definitely my line in the sand. But if it breaks this little area here, 56, 55 around there. Again, end of day, I might take some off, but it's holding up really relatively well. Again, there's another one. It's still within the box. It bounced up to 34. It got positive from here. I got in. I'm holding this. Where's my line in the sand? Somewhere around here. Start taking some off. Somewhere around here. Start scaling out if I see this breaking down. But again, not the first hour of the day. Celsius. This broke the 50, so it's definitely cardinal rule. But I'm gonna wait till the end of the day. I have a trading stop on 50 shares here, and I have some orders to sell some covered calls if it goes up here again. Again, it's breaking down. It's breaking down. 100% broken is somewhere around here, but it's still within the box. It broke the box. But I wanna wait. I got the first dot up here, so it kind of like it's reversing its trend. But I like the overall distribution that they got with Pepsi and everything. So with the interest rates hike, they're taking everything down with it. So it's just a matter of the stock is great. I like the story, but the market is just sucky and it's gonna take everything down with it. So I'm not gonna sit around for a down ride. I got my stops in place, but I take a little dab here to see if we get at least a little sideways action, and I sold some premium way down here in the 70s. So if again my cost is 70-75, so that's kind of where I start losing money if it goes below 75 because I sold some credit spread. So I let this play out a little bit. This is more of a longer term hold. I made some good money on this from back here, in the 90s and the 80s, all the way back to up here. I mentioned it to you guys. So I got a cushion in the stock overall. I'm not going to give it all back, but again, I'm trading today. I'm trading it this week with selling premium because the volatility is so high. We're at 28.86 right now at the VIX, up a point and a half pre-market. So gotta take advantage of premium. And then the last but not least, Enphase. This is one that I made some decent money on. It's a great company. It's been going sideways for a little bit. It's still within the box. I picked up some at 275 pre-market. So again, just I want to pick up some more if it comes in, and then work the line in the sand somewhere around here. Again, I got a small position, 25, 30 shares. See if you notice here, I'm adding to it over here. I'll bounce up to 55. So again, the stock is not broken. It's still within the range that it has established. It's a very volatile stock. It moves 17, 18 points in a day. So your stop cannot be less than 18 because you're going to get stopped out because just normal price action of the stock, it's 18, which is the ATR, the average true range. So this stock moves. So you want to give it a 25, 30 point stop. So again, you position yourself accordingly. Instead of buying 100 shares and giving it $30, you might buy 15, 20 shares and give it $30 movement. So you can still stay within the ATR. Okay, so all right, guys, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I would not be touching any other stocks right now. And also I mentioned on the SPX, but those are credit spreads that are expiring today, so those should be. I took off 75% of those yesterday. I still have 2 left. I made 29% on it within an hour or so. I'm probably gonna, if I break even on the last 2, I'm gonna just get out and I'm gonna worry about it. So we are in a downtrend. We are getting stronger into a downtrend. We are below all key moving averages. It's going to be a while before we even see any sustainable uptrend. We're coming into the weakest time of the year. Which I've been mentioning, that September to mid-October range. So don't expect to make a lot of headwind. Just protect your capital. Don't try to do too much. Stay defensive and your position size accordingly so you don't get hurt too much. Okay, so those are the stocks that I'm watching. Those are the stocks that are hot right now that I would kind of consider if we see any nice little movement. Those are the ones that are going to lead the way because they've been holding up pretty well, relative to the market. All right, so I'll talk to you guys early next week. Have a good one.